Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the Hgp Sportscast. In Games 1 of the best out of 3 finals, Guardians pulled a blinder over the Colts in the second division of the Georgetown Amateur Basketball Association Knockout Tournament on Tuesday night at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. Stanford Howard brings the details.
Colts had the best of starts, with a lot of missed shots when they had the opportunity to score. Guardians then took the first quarter 89. Colts then looked to take over the game in the second quarter, when they managed to outscore the Guardians by 3 points, but still trailed by 6 points to end the first half 33-27. Colts looked like they were getting into stride, but the Guardians' power was too strong as they continued to maintain their lead by taking the third 15-12. In the fourth quarter, the Colts fought back, but nevertheless the Guardians players, who always seems 2 steps ahead, took the fourth to win the game 76-53. Hgp Sports spoke to the captain of the Guardians after the game.
Tell me a little more about tonight's strategy, knowing this is the second division from last night, which you played in the under-23 division. Can you tell me what was the strategy tonight?
The strategy is to come back and play hard defense, go together as a team, only a team. I think they underestimated us, but we came up to the win. So now we're going home and dropping another game plan from our part of another way.
So is there anything from tonight's game will you be taking over and anything that you will be changing from tonight's game?
Yeah, so correcting our mistakes, because we made a lot of mistakes. With the big guy in there, we made a lot of mistakes.
Reporting for the Hgp Sportscast, I am Stanford Howard.
The second night of the Toucan Distributors Skill Level Tournament at the Georgetown Club saw the first Category A matches on Tuesday. Kristen Macklingham reports.
The small category only has 4 players this year and held no surprise in the match between top seed Shamari Wiltshire and Gianni Carpenter, as the unparalleled talented Wiltshire made light work of the match, winning 11-1, 11-1, 11-1. The match between Samuel Ince Carvajal and Michael Alfonso was more evenly matched, as both players displayed breathtaking shot selection in some outstanding rallies. Ince Carvajal held off the younger Dynamo Alfonso in 3 games, securing an 11-9, 11-7, 11-9 hard-fought victory. Category B also had some close-call games, with Abosedi Cadogan showing striking form to move into the leading position of her category with her second win of the tournament against Demetrius Diabru 11-7, 11-6, 11-7. Diabru redeemed himself later in the evening, battling to a win against a clever technical opponent in Madison Fernandez, who showed admirable anticipation, but was unable to overcome, and he secured his win 11-13, 11-6, 11-3, 11-5. Brother Chad Diabru stormed home to victory, unbeaten this tournament, safeguarding a sure win in his category. The competition continues through this week, and final matches will be played on Saturday in a full day of squash. For Hgp Sport, I'm Kristen Macklingham.
Thank you, Kristen. The Ghana Rugby Football Union will open their 2018 rugby season on Saturday with a 7th tournament featuring Trinidad and Tobago's Harvard Rugby Club. Top Brands distributors, through their Haroon Beer brand, on Wednesday officially signed as a major sponsor for the season opening schedule to open from 11 a.m. on Saturday at the National Park.
This would be the most lucrative rugby tournament that we would have had in Guyana, and it would be the first time we're hosting a team out of Trinidad and Tobago. In fact, we're hosting Trinidad's national sevens champion in Harvard. And on that team, we have some familiar faces in Claudius Butts. Claudius, who also happens to be a former West Indies captain and one of the standout players in war rugby, and more specifically in Rugby Americas North as well.
Raul Tony, executive member of the GRFU. He said that this will be an exceptional open for the 2018 season.
This would be the perfect start to the Guyana Rugby Football Union season. And from the start of our season, it tells just how much rugby we have for this year and just how much we are excited to kickstart our season. And we want to thank Haroon and Top Brands and Marvin and the other guys here for jumping on board and supporting this. Like I said, it's the most lucrative rugby tournament that we would have had in Guyana, and that's thanks to Haroon They are sponsoring the first prize of $200,000 or $1,000 US.
The brand manager of Haroon Beer, Marvin Ray, said that they are proud to be a part of this event.
First of all, when I got the message and I heard of what was going on, the first thing that came to my mind was that yes, because at Top Brands we believe in growth and we believe in development, and we've been consistent in our message to society and how we go about doing our corporate part in giving back to you, the people of Guyana, to ensure that once you are developing and once you are growing, our company in the end result will benefit.
The Guyana Defence Force, Pepsi Hornets, Yamaha Caribs, Guyana Police Force and Panthers will match skills with the Twin Island Republic's leading Sevens team for the top prize of $200,000. There will also be an all-female matchup. The team, which will finish second according to the GRFU, will pocket $100,000 and player adjudged the most valuable player will receive $20,000. West Indies survived another thrilling day in Zimbabwe on Wednesday as they sneaked into the 2019 World Cup as Scotland's hope of playing in the World Cup dashed due to rain and the Duckworth-Lewis method. Stanford has more.
Scotland elected to field first, and they did so with ease. When Saffron Shafri pitched his first ball to find the outside edge of Gill's bat, things didn't got even better for them when the first ball of his next over sent Shea Hope caught behind for a duck. West Indies were 2 for 2, and Scotland well and truly had their tails up. On a pitch offering bounce, carry and early swing, Marlon Samuel shot up shop, while Evan Lewis attempted to play something approaching his natural game. After that dismissal in the 34th over, West Indies hit just 2 more boundaries and lost a further 5 wickets to be all out for 198 in the 49th over. Scotland needed to score at a shade on the 4 in their chase, but in the 3rd over, West Indies bowlers made their mark when Kyle Cozier threw his hand into a fierce cut but found Lewis at point. In the 4th, a hopping Matthew Cross deflected a brutal lifter from Jason Holder onto his own stumps. And in the 7th, Michael Jones fell into a leg trap, hooking Kemar Roach straight to Powell at long leg. In quick time, Scotland were 25 for 3. Callum MacLeod and Barrington dug them out of the hole with a steady 42-run stand. Eventually, both men were removed by Nurse. Michael Liskey and George Mussey set themselves up for a counter-punch, but the rain arrived to spoil Scotland's fairy tale ending. For West Indies, though, it brought sweet relief. Reporting for Hgp Sportscast, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. And finally, Andrew Fowler to represent Guyana at the upcoming Commonwealth Games in Australia. He told the media on Tuesday that he remains hopeful of medaling. With the Commonwealth Games less than a month away, athletes have begun their preparation for the Games. We're at the Aquatic Centre where we'll catch up with Andrew Fowler as he shows you and tells us what he's doing for the Games. Fowler will depart Guyana on Sunday along with the rest of the Guyana team. Speaking with the media on Tuesday, he said he will perform his best at the Games.
Well, I'm feeling fit and I'm expected to perform at my best at the Commonwealth Games and leaving next week. I'm feeling fit about this and I hope to perform well at the Commonwealth Games.
He said like many other athletes, training has its ups and downs, but he is working on being better at his performance time.
Well, my training has been ups and downs, normal. And my times, I hope to do better in my times. Hope to drop off a few seconds, maybe swim the Olympic qualifying times, and maybe just semi-finals or the finals at these games.
Have you, I spoke to one athlete and she said she scoped out for competitors so far. Have you seen who you're going up against, and do you think you can try to better their times?
Well, I've not done that already, but the names, you have some big country here like Canada, Great Britain and Australia. Usually have tough competitors and I hope to be better.
Fowler's coach said that they are not hopeful of medaling at the Games, but they are working on qualifying for the Olympics.
So far he's been training really hard and we're doing well in the pool. We got a little bit more work to do before we actually get there, and we're getting in there early. So we'll try to acclimatize and push a little bit more. I want him to drop about a second and a half on his best time. So that's what I'm working on.
What do you think
in the 50 free.
What do you think his chances are?
At this level of competition, we're not going to medal. That's being honest. We are working towards qualifying for the Olympics, and that is the goal at this point in time. We are going up against the best in the world. 72 countries are going to be out there. It's going to be really difficult, but we will do well in terms of improving on our performances.
Fowler had these words of encouragement for young people who are interested in taking up the sport.
I encourage them to stay focused. I mean, swimming is something very hard, it's expensive, but if you like it, just go for it.
For the Hgp Sports, Colwyn Abrams.
And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the Hgp Sportscast. Before we go, remember, life is like a sport. Always remember to play fair. Goodbye.